I tell you, this crowd is making it so I can hardly hear my own voice. They are indeed raring to go. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Minnesota Twins and the San Francisco Giants. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And I don't know that I would say that I'm totally surprised that it's 3-0 right now. I mean, I knew they were capable of going on a run like this, but to come in and put it to them the way they have, that's what I think all three of us maybe didn't expect. But I just think it shows the character of this ball club. And it starts right at the top. I think it's a really good reflection of the manager that he's got them to where they are right now.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 San Francisco Giants.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at Paul Molitor's lineup for the visiting Twins. What do they need to focus on in order to win a championship here on the road, Steve?
Well, definitely be aggressive at the plate. You've got to come through with clutch 2-out hits and don't leave runners in scoring position. That's the key.
Madison Bumgarner will be on the mound for Game 4. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, nothing to really get excited about in his last outing. Only threw into the third inning. Because of that, he was saddled with the loss. Hopefully he can turn things around and pitch better here.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we've got the reigning Gold Glove Award winner in left field. Great with outfield assists, covers a lot of ground. Really one of the smartest players at his position.
Eddie Rosario will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight.
First pitch, 7:06.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game?
Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. But a great diving catch, and this could be a double play.
And I have no idea how this ball doesn't end up being a base hit. This seemed destined for center field, but look at the effort there at full stretch to bring this ball in. We may go a whole month without seeing a better play than that one.
Miguel Sano will come forward now, and as you see by the numbers, he's off to a hot start here in the Fall Classic.
Yeah, you know some guys just love being on that big stage, and he's been a big part of this ball club all season long, so it's no surprise to me that he swung a hot bat when it matters the most.
A snap move over to first. And the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Hit hard back up the middle. In there, a base hit.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Byron Buxton steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Batting fifth, first baseman number 7.
Into the box, Joe Mauer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Grounded up the first baseline. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And he will put the tag on him near the bag, and they just do get him in time.
Yeah, well, all he needed to do was to put this ball in play. And they'll tag him out heading up the line, but he will pick up an RBI on the play, so that's a great job.
Brian Dozier, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Span giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, they are definitely getting a jump on things to start this one. This will go for a double, and that makes it 3-0 already. And even though there's still plenty of baseball to be played, they've got themselves a pretty good cushion, and they're threatening for more.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
It seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And Span will make the catch, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Twins 3 and the Giants coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. How do they go about staying alive in this one, Steve?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Phil Hughes gets the ball with a world championship on the line. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but he didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Hughes gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. And that's a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Well, that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him to locate going forward. This one's not terrible, but it is over the plate, and it gets turned into a leadoff single.
Hunter Pence will get his first opportunity here, and if you go by the numbers, it's been a disappointing start to this World Series for him so far.
Yeah, he really hasn't gotten on track, and I think you have to give some of that credit to good pitching. But he's really been a bit of a non-factor so far. Still time for him to turn it around, though.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald, just like most other umpires, he'll miss a couple here and there, but his strike zone never seems to be too outrageous.
That evens it up 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike two. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Buster Posey will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
Shot fouled over towards the coaching box. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. Now a diving tag, and he hangs on for the out. Whoa. So a runner at first with two away, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. Hit to short. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. One left for San Francisco. Still down 3-0. Trevor Plouffe makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Hard hit toward Crawford and caught by him at shortstop. And on one pitch, the leadoff man is retired to start the second.
And this is just a pitcher's way of making sure his infielders are awake out there. First pitch of the inning, and this ball's hit pretty hard. But as you can see, he doesn't have that far to go to pull it in.
Stepping in now, Phil Hughes. As Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike one.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Bumgarner has his target. 1-1 pitch on its way. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
To 2-2 now. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
Bases are empty, one man out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Eddie Rosario waits on deck. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Eddie Rosario will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
And you know, guys, I just love the way he went the other way with that. Now I'm interested to see if he has a similar approach in this at-bat.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Panic. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Brandon Crawford will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off to Schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
And Hughes gets ahead with the fastball for strike 1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Right side, hit hard. There is Dozier. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one. And you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Standing in now, Matt Duffy. As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw will be in time to first, and Hughes is looking strong here. 2 away now.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for him. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Joe Panic will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Hughes looking strong that half of the inning as he holds on to a 3-0 lead. Eduardo Nunez is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Eduardo Nunez.
Bumgarner's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Pitch on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Hence has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Miguel Sano.
Into the box now, Miguel Sano. He reached on a single in his first try. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. Two gone now here in the third.
Well, after a rocky 3-run first, he's really settled into a groove, and now that's 6 in a row he's set down.
Byron Buxton stands in following an RBI single his first time through. Into the windup and the pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Yep, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to this base hit, so he's had his way with these guys for the past few innings.
Stepping in, Joe Mauer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a snap throw to first, and he's back standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
He's set. Here it comes. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Span at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Span. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Twins get a run on the double by Joe Mauer. We played 2.5, and the Twins have taken a 4-0 lead. Angel Pagan digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. And now this is swung on and missed, and Pagan is a strikeout victim here. 1 away.
And we'll get a look here at the grip on that last cutter. You can see he holds this thing way over to one side. And the idea is that at the last moment, it'll cut in towards the hitter, just like that one did.
Into the box, Madison Bumgarner. as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Bounce towards the second baseman. Dozier fields it cleanly. On to first, and there were two down.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Denard Span will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
He pulls this one into right, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
The 0-2 home, chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants leave one. They trail here 4-0. Kurt Suzuki is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Oh, and it goes right past him out there at short. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one.
Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Belted. Deep center field. Span ranging back. He's there and records the first out.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Phil Hughes comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hand and what he can do.
This is line to left, and that'll get down in front of Pagan for a base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Eddie Rosario will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Bumgarner sets. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
One 0 count. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Pagan. Still going back. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So a 3-run shot to left center, his second home run of the series, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Obviously, this is one of the benefits of having a guy like this in the leadoff spot. He's still going to get his chances with runners on base, and he comes through here with a long home run.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here, so that'll do it tonight for Madison Bumgarner. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Chris Heston is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. In now, Eduardo Nunez.
Shortstop.
As he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Towards second. Nice slide and a stop by Panic. Got him.
Woo, no problem. Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat, maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Miguel Sano will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. Crawford dives. What a stop. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. Buster Posey will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
They'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Big, slow breaking ball. One that drops in for a strike.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner or this guy will bury you.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Hit sharply on the ground. And reined in, 1 away.
And, you know, it's pretty safe to say that anytime you give a guy 7 runs of support here in the first half of a ball game, he's probably going to be okay out there. And he gets the first out of this inning here.
Brandon Belt stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Squared that one up just a little late. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
The shortstop.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, one thing you can say about this ball club, they are not going to go down without a fight. I mean, you don't make it this far into the postseason without having a lot of heart. So they're going to battle the whole way.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Duffy.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. They've measured that last home run officially at 404 feet. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1 and 2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Scorched to third. Kloof has it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. 1 for the Giants on this swing by Brandon Crawford. We played 4. It's the Twins 7 and the Giants 1. Byron Buxton will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Joe Mauer steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. The 0-1 on its way. Runners off for second. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Boy, in here you can't get angry at a hitter for hitting the ball too hard. But I think because this got to the outfield grass in such a hurry, that runner from first had to put on the brakes, or the hit and run could have backfired at third base.
Here's Brian Dozier now. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Drilled down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. The run scores from second. It's an 8-1 ball game. And he will make it to third by a whisker as he's safe on a very close play.
Yeah, another run comes in to score here, and this one is not looking good for Giant fans. I think there are going to be some folks crying in their garlic fries tonight.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball 1.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Trevor Plouffe will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
From the stretch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
The 0-1 pitch. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Wow, you've got the bases loaded, and you've gone after 2 straight pitches out of the zone. Should be 2-0 right now.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Phil Hughes will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
8 runs on 12 hits and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And this one gets away. That could be a run. And it is a run.
This is always a danger with a runner on third. It looked like the slider there, but he just overcooked it, and it's going to allow that runner to come in and score.
Here it comes on 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Boy, he's in trouble enough already, and a wild pitch would only make things worse.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. Minnesota leads this one 9-1. Joe Panik will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And there's the fastball from Hughes. It's 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
Hughes steps into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking the left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Into the box now, Angel Pagan. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Dozier has it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Gregor Blanco will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Gregor Blanco.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High pop-up. Hughes has got it, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail big. It's 9-1. Sergio Romo will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Eduardo Nunez steps in here to lead off the sixth as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys, because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
In there at the knees, strike one. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, right fielder, Miguel Sano.
Miguel Sano gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, he got that first out easy enough when he came on, but now it's back-to-back hits here with one away. So he's going to have to bear down now and make sure that this thing doesn't get any worse.
Now in the box, Joe Mauer. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Runners are at first and second with one away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Drilled to the right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Well, that's 3 hits for him now after the leadoff guy was retired. Well, now the bases are loaded here as they try to cash in.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Dozier. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score too.
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Pence moves over. 2 down. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and they get the double play. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. Twins lead it 9-1. Denard Span will come in now to begin their half of the sixth, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Here's Hughes back to work now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Here's a fly ball now lifted in the air out to right. Sano is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Hunter Pence will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Hughes looks in. First pitch on the way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Boy, and Mother Nature is letting us have it right now. It's coming down harder than it has all night.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The throw into second. Onto the shortstop covering, and he dropped the ball. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there.
Number 28, Buster Posey.
Buster Posey will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground to third. Blue fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 9,
Brandon Belt will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Hits this one hard the other way. Dozier takes it in. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. 1 left for San Francisco. They trail big. It's 9-1. Back here in San Francisco. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Kurt Suzuki is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now this fella right here back for another inning of work. He did put up a clean 0, but it wasn't without a few nervous moments.
Yeah, and he wound up giving up 3 hits in the inning, but somehow he was able to pitch around it.
The 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Crawford fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. One out, nobody on. Chop foul right at home plate. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hit hard towards center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
In now, Phil Hughes. As the first pitch to him is lifted out in the air out towards shallow right field. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Eddie Rosario will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. This is foul for the first strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Eduardo Nunez gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Ground ball left side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twins strand a pair, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Brandon Crawford steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
And he misses with it, 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hughes is ready. 1-2 on its way. And this is swung on and missed as Crawford is set down on strikes, one away.
And these Giant fans are going to be crying in their garlic fries after this one. I mean, this has been a total team breakdown so far. That offense, it's been non-existent.
Matt Duffy will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep from rolling over.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Sano is there, 2 down.
The second baseman, number 12, Joe Panic.
Joe Panic will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. On his way to pitch number 75. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
1-2, here it comes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Well, you've got a big lead out there on the mound, so on 3-2, it's challenge time. He comes with the good fastball here, but this ball gets turned around for a solid single. That's all right, though. Better that than walking.
Angel Pagan stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Now the 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here it comes, 0-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Giants leave 1. They trail big. It's 9-1. Miguel Sano comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First offering on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Boy, and how he managed to get enough on this swing to get it into the outfield, it's beyond me. I mean, this is pure muscle right here because that ball is nowhere close to the barrel of the bat.
Here's Byron Buxton now. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Joe Mauer digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Swing hard liner to left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
This is a nice play out there in left center. I figured once this ball got down, they'd try and wave that runner around third, but he gets it in quickly out there, and they force that third base coach to throw up the stop sign.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Hit hard to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run scores. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Hunter Strickland will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 60, Hunter Strickland. Now playing second base and batting in the ninth spot.
Kurt Suzuki comes to the plate with ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead.
What's that old saying, guys? The rich get richer? Well, his team's definitely been getting rich here all day.
He's set, and the pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Pence coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in, and the run is in to score from third. And they will tag him out between first and second.
Boy, I'm not sure what he's doing out there. I mean, you've already got the base hit. Take a turn and hold on. Turn around, give your first base coach a high five. Instead, I guess he's thinking about two, but whatever he's doing, it didn't work out, and it wasn't all that smart.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in as he'll take a look at ball one.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Pagan looks up. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His second home run of the series as the blowout continues.
And let's take a look at where this pitch ends up. You can see there, you know, even though this pitch isn't technically in the strike zone, it's still pretty much in his wheelhouse, and he just yanks this thing right out of here.
Now batting, the pitcher, Phil Hughes.
Stepping in now, Phil Hughes. On the ground up the middle. Crawford to his left. He's there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Nicely done there at short as you see him ranging to his left. He takes it on his forehand side and then flips it to first for the out.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Pagan is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Twins are in front 14-1. Kelby Tomlinson will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
You know, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
First pitch coming now from Hughes. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Got him.
And looking back on this start, he gave up that home run in the 4th inning, and that's been it to this point. He's been in complete control out there, virtually from words, play ball.
Denard Span ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now the pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Sano is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 8, Hunter Pence.
Hunter Pence will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
2 quick outs in the inning. This hitter's job is to work the count, get on base, and give his middle of the order hitters a chance in this inning.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Fought off at the plate, and will do it again. The 0-2 delivery. Now a ball lined towards center field. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Around first, on his way to 2nd now, and he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, this is one of the few mistakes he's made all game long. Not too many guys have made solid contact so far, but he squared that one up pretty well.
Buster Posey will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his 1st hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Runner in scoring position at 2nd with 2 down. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Hit to 3rd. There's Plouffe. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Javier Lopez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Javier Lopez.
Eduardo Nunez stands in here trying to get off the schneid. He's 0 for 5 so far.
Yeah, it's been a rough one for him, but he's got to let it go. You know, 1 for 6 is, what, 167 points better than an 0 for 6. And I'm not even sure how he did that math so fast.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Tomlinson is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the 9th inning for a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Digging in, Miguel Sano. He'll try to build on an already great game. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike one. A 1 pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. There is Crawford. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Center field number 25. Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton will dig in, looking to make this a very memorable ball game, as he's already 5 for 5.
You know, if he just fell down in the box and made snow angels in the dust, it would still be a game to remember, Matty.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Grounded to third. Played on the backhand. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Brandon Belt will be the one to start things off, with his guys in need of a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 5.
Number 9.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Casey Fiend will come in now, working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. And a bouncing ball, foul. Oh and 1, here it comes. Line drive to center field, and that's in there, base hit. So that's just how you want to start it here in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, this game is long since decided, but these guys, they're showing they just won't quit. He drives this pitch for a solid base hit.
Brandon Crawford gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Smoke toward the hole, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now, and that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important, and so far they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Matt Duffy will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, they've done a really good job against this guy so far. And it's the first time in the series that they've held him without a hit.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Connor Gillespie will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 68, Connor Gillespie.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Tap fouled at home plate. One and one, here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And, you know, looking down the score sheet, that's the first walk of the game for these guys as a team. And with the way they've been swinging at everything, I wasn't even sure we'd see that.
Angel Pagan stands in looking to do some work against that big deficit they've got in front of them.
You got it, Matt. This is a situation where he just needs to keep that line moving. Get on, get a couple in, and hope the next guys can come through big.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
And here, late in the game, you've got a lead, so no sense in trying to force a throw into second base there. Just take the out at first and move on.
Kelby Tomlinson will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. This should do it. And there it is. It's all over, and the Twins are the champions of baseball.
And you know what? I bet the only thing they wish they could have done a little bit differently is win this thing in front of their home crowd. But you know what? I don't think anyone's complaining about that right now. They are a very deserving World Championship club, and congratulations to the entire organization.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.